Hello and welcome to the vlog. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my final interview experience with Athena. Hey, what is up? My name is Jom and welcome to my channel where I create videos about careers, education, traveling, and a bunch of other things. You might want to click here to subscribe. Hi there, welcome to the vlog. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my final interview experience at Athena, and hopefully I can help you as well by giving you some tips on how to ace your final interview. I was interviewed on the 21st of March and it was mind-blowing to me to get into that moment. Thinking about the initial and final assessment, scrutinizing the cases to be able to answer every question there wasn't a piece of cake. Considering the time limit, as a matter of fact, I was a bit worried if I could make it to the next step. Anyway, we're going to be talking about the final assessment, and if you want more details about the assessment, the initial assessment and final assessment, please let me know so we can discuss that intensively on a separate video. So during the interview, I was just happy and excited, and I hope the interviewer felt that, so he would feel that I was just confident. An interview always starts with introducing yourself, saying facts about you, and the things that you do when you didn't work. I was also asked why I left my previous company, and of course we know the reason behind that, but it's always important for us to think how we are going to express it, not in a negative way, or at least it wouldn't sound negative. Yeah, review your previous employment, why you moved from one to another. We're applying for an executive assistant role, correct? So I tackled about the qualities that I have as a virtual executive assistant. And I attended that interview because I want to work with Athena. I want to be an EA. Whether you've got a year of experience working virtually or nothing at all, you gotta make sure that you know the tasks of an EA. So what are your responsibilities? Basically, you should know what you're saying while having that confidence and what you're gonna be doing when you work with a client. Being an EA is a long-term commitment, so know your plan. What are you gonna do next year, or let's say after 2 years? Actually, I haven't got a lot of questions. Maybe we only talked for 20 minutes. He asked me a question, then I answered another question, and then answer, and then some clarifications. It was just a typical interview. And before we ended the conversation, he asked me when I can start, and then I said tomorrow. I said tomorrow. He explained that since it was the whole week season, so the next training batch will be in April, like 2 weeks after my interview. Are you fine with that? Absolutely, I'm fine with that. That happened on a Thursday. You'll be receiving an email within 48 hours about the next steps of your application. That's what he said. He said next step, so my heart was full. I just had that spirit of alacrity. However, just like accounting says, never assume otherwise stated. Comes Friday, I haven't heard anything from them. On Saturday, I checked my mail, there was nothing. So 48 hours was over, and thinking that is just because of the whole week. So still waiting. In a nutshell, here are the tips that I can give for you. Number 1, know the company. It's not just enough that you know something about the company. With my previous experience or your previous interview, if you know something about the company, then that would work. But with Athena, you really have to understand everything about it, from how it was formed, its core values, its culture, how it works, and whatnot. You would definitely feel that it's a must because when you receive the email that you passed the final assessment, that is actually the interview invite. It will provide you a link to the company profile, LinkedIn profile, videos, company websites, different resources that you can utilize. Yeah, when you watch them, when you read them, it's kind of being bombarded sometimes, but trust me, everything is well worth a browse. Number 2, check your equipment and your work environment. 20 minutes or 30 minutes before your interview, make sure that your camera is working well, your headphone, and of course, your internet. If you want to call a friend just to try if everything is working, then do it. Stay in a quiet place. You've come this far, so don't miss this opportunity. Number 3, have a strong executive presence. Have that confidence, but don't overreact. Dress well for the interview. I only had a simple color shirt. Thanks to a friend of mine, I was at his apartment that time, but I should have worn a sleeve shirt with a tie. But as long as it doesn't look like you're going to the park, you're gonna go for a walk, that would be fine, not a t-shirt like this or a sleeveless shirt. I have 3 C's for you. Be concise, be credible, and be compelling. Concise doesn't always mean a shortcut, but it's something that is comprehensive and you're briefly saying it. Number 2, having credibility as an EA means that you are reliable. You must be convincing when you say every single word that comes out of your mouth. Next is be compelling. Possess that vibe of excitement and feel that you're powerful in doing the job and influencing others. Tip number 4, know your job. Know your responsibilities as an EA. If you have experience working as an executive assistant, that would be great. But how are you going to deliver what you want to say? How are you going to explain that you know what you're doing, that you know the job? Give details, but don't make it complicated. Give specific examples. Again, we are EAs, it's very specific. It's not just a virtual assistant in general. Number 5, know your character and your plan. I know you know yourself better than anyone else. You know your traits, but which of these traits do you think are relevant to perform the job as an EA and will help you to be a successful executive assistant? Alright, let's have a short recap. Number 1, know the company. Number 2, check your equipment and your work environment. Number 3, have that strong executive presence. Number 4, know your job. And number 5, know your character and have a plan. If you think that this video is helpful, why not consider subscribing so we can see each other again? You may also share it to your friends. They might be interested in applying. It would mean a lot to me. So that's it. Goodbye and have a Maman life.